37 minutes after the hour now, reporters also trying to hold the Joe Biden administration accountable as Americans lose faith in the White House's response to COVID-19.
There is a sense among many that the country has lost control of the virus. Would the White House agree with that?
We would not, and here's why. We're in a very different place than we were a year ago. We have taken steps to prepare for any contingency, any moment, and we're working to implement and build on that from here.
Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, what does it tell you that the mainstream media that is used to propping up this president asked a question like that?
It's the 42-0 rule, right? If your team is down 42-0, even if you're reporting on that game and you're rooting for the team that has the 0 part, you can't spin that anymore. And when a CBS reporter there, for example, challenges Jen Psaki, Todd, on the preparedness of this administration, it's impossible to spin it any other way when you see lines that are stretching for miles still, when you hear story after story of people either they can't get tests or if they have been tested, it's days and days later and they still don't have a result. Even if they're showing symptoms, they don't know whether to quarantine, they don't know whether to isolate, they don't know whether to send their kids to school. So yeah, there are questions out there from many Americans to the point where the press has to do its job in this point. But either way, the president broke that one rule that you can, as a politician or in sales, underpromise, overdeliver. He overpromised and underdelivered, and that's why a new CNBC poll, Todd, out yesterday finds that a solid majority of Americans now disapprove of this president's handling of the virus. 55% disapproval. Remember, he came into office around 70% approval on this issue. So that's where we are at this point. This is we're seeing records being shattered as far as most cases in the world, more than 1 million a day, and that's probably very much undercounted because, again, people can't get tests. So this is alarming for this White House. Joe Biden's credibility is already shot. I'll share with you one more poll. CNN, 66% of Americans said they doubted whether Biden was, quote, a leader you can trust, including 3 in 4 Americans. Once you lose the trust of the American people, particularly in a crisis, it's hard to get that back, Todd.
Yeah, and a common refrain you hear from almost everybody, Democrat, Republican, regardless, I don't know what to believe when it comes to COVID. And that is the fault of the mixed messaging from a White House and an administration that promised to, one, end COVID, but be better than the last guys in terms of the messaging. That ain't working out. Yeah. Hey, Joe, speaking of messaging, our favorite VP, Kamala Harris, sending a tone-deaf tweet about American infrastructure with literally hundreds of people stranded on I-95. Here is the tweet. You've seen the images of all those trucks in the snow because of the bipartisan infrastructure law. America is moving again, literally as nobody in Virginia was moving. That's what infrastructure is all about, getting people moving. Got about a minute left. I know we talk a lot about the D.C. bubble that Kamala Harris is in, Joe, but I thought that was hyperbole. Is she literally in a bubble without access to information about what real Americans are going through?
I'd say, Todd, she doesn't have access to her own Twitter account, right? So for starters, President Biden, Vice President Harris almost certainly don't write their own tweets, but their names are on them and they are in charge. So whatever intern, whatever low-level person from the comms department is writing these things needs to probably be removed, but no one ever gets fired or even reprimanded in this administration, it appears. So that's the way that goes. But it goes back to the kind of comical, tone-deaf messaging that we're seeing from this White House. And it's just amazing what we saw unfold in Virginia in this case. The 2016 vice presidential choice, people forget this, by the way, his name was Senator Tim Kaine. He was in his car for nearly 27 hours. Motorists and multiple reports saying they didn't see officers for 16 hours while they were stranded. Fortunately, there were no deaths in Virginia, but this storm, it killed 5 people, including 3 in neighboring Maryland. And as the most advanced country in the world in 2022, you would think we'd be better prepared for snow. But the governor in Ralph Northam here, the Democrat who's gone on January 15th, he was caught flat-footed here, and we simply should not see images like that in places where it does snow from time to time. You saw Die Hard 2. Bruce Willis in that airport. Yes. That was in Dulles, I believe. That's Virginia.
It happens. I would love to hear Tim Kaine's reaction to Kamala Harris's tweet. I don't think we're going to be able to get him on the show to give his reaction to that. But Joe Concha, he's here every day. Lighten it up as always. Conch, we appreciate it. Kevin, over to you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.